All right, what is going on, guys? Hope all is well. Hope everybody is having a lovely Sunday afternoon. My name is Tucson Gilbert, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I systemized and automated my 106K per month agency so that I only have to work 5 hours per week. All right, now, quick disclaimer. Is this the best way to automate your agency and go about systemizing things? I don't know. Is it the worst way to go about automating and systemizing things? I don't know either, right? This is simply just how I did it in my agency. This is my personal method, how I kind of systemized things and delegated things so that I don't have to do work every single day and only work 5 hours per week. All right. I'm also going to be showing you guys an example of a system I actually built, a standard operating procedure. I actually like runs in my actual agency to kind of give you guys an idea of how systems and operating procedures look in an agency that's where the founder isn't doing the work every day. All right. So, with that being said, let's jump right into the video. All right, what's going on, guys? So, in this video, we're going to be going over exactly how I automated, systemized my $106,000 per month agency to only work 5 hours per week. All right, and before we even move forward, I don't want you guys to think I'm some sort of guru on the internet making these big claims, big false statements, $100,000 per month here and there. If you actually want proof that I'm legit and I've actually made multiple six figures online with my online business, hundreds of thousands of dollars with my agency, then just check the link in the description. There's going to be a link in the description basically going over proof. All right. So this right here, this little visual, this diagram pretty much goes over how my agency looks right now. Okay. So this is how it looks right now, but I'm also going to show you guys and walk through, at the beginning level. So you start your agency, what things are you currently doing? And I'm going to show you which ones you should be outsourcing first and how to kind of get to each next step. Okay. So this is how it looks right now. We have one person managing all of these tasks for finance. We have a client success and fulfillment team, somebody for fulfillment and delivery. We have, it's really a team of 3 or 4 people for this category, and I pay them a monthly retainer. I have a client success manager that she manages all of our clients, every last one of them, checks in on them, makes sure they're all good. Any questions, concerns they have, she handles that. I have one person for onboarding. When it comes to sales, we have 2 closers and the appointment setting, and this is all done in our marketing department. We run paid ads. For the most part, I'm still kind of the one doing paid ads. I'm pretty good at it, and it's pretty fun to me. So I just kind of do it. It doesn't take that much time with me. Okay. I then have an operator, and this is the person that I meet with 3 times per week and get daily reports on to make sure all of these people here are doing their job correctly. So I meet with her Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 hour, and we'll go over what's going on, how things are looking, look at the numbers, make sure where are we at, are we on track, and then right here, this is this guy that you're seeing that's making this video right now. All right. I also have an assistant. She doesn't just help me with tasks with this company. She pretty much just helps me with whatever I kind of need. If I need something done, I kind of just tell her, hey, would you be able to do this? And I give her instructions on how to do it. All right. So when you're starting out, though, it kind of looks like this. You are calling leads. You get your attention up top, wherever you get it from, whether it's cold email or paid ads. Me personally, big paid ads guy. Yes, we do organic. We do cold too. I love paid ads. All right. So wherever you're getting these leads from, even if you're sending these cold emails, somebody is contacting these leads, contacting these leads. Okay. Calling leads, that's going to be you in the beginning. Appointment setting. So all these leads that are coming in, appointment setting. If it's paid ads, they're doing dialing and texting, doing an appointment setting. If you're doing cold emails, that's called an inbox manager. Okay. After that, you have a closer, somebody who's closing deals. So this is going to be you in the beginning, you're closing deals. And then you have service delivery. Okay. And this includes all of these things. This includes media buying. What else? Media buying, appointment setting, if you offer that service for your clients, onboarding, and then client communication. Okay. These are going to be all of these categories that are under service delivery. So when you're starting out, you're doing all of this, right? The very first thing I would eliminate as soon as you get your like first or second client, hire an appointment setter. Okay. And that's simply because they're going to take off these two things from your plate. Okay. You no longer have to do these two things, calling these leads and booking appointments. And I work with a lot of agency owners right now. And what I notice when they're first starting out, they aren't necessarily like, okay, they're calling the leads and booking the appointments. They have a lot to do. This is a lot to do. Some leads fall through the crack. Appointments that could have been booked will fall through the crack, and they miss out on a potential booked appointment and a potential close. Somebody could have been a client, right? So hire an appointment setter, like the very first person. And the cool thing is they will also, not only will they take these two things. So look, these are out of the picture now, but they can also appointment set for your clients and get your clients results. Okay. So look, now we have these two categories out. Now let me put these here and let me just duplicate this and I'll show you what we're kind of eliminating first. All right. So we're going to be removing calling leads, appointment setting. We're going to get that out the way first and then remove this. The next hire I recommend is getting a media buying team or a media buyer for your clients and taking service delivery out of your hands. Okay. So now your daily schedule pretty much looks like, hey, you're closing deals, you're doing fulfillment and onboarding clients and client communication. Okay. That's how it looks. Now, let's get this out of the way. Okay. Let's stop doing that. Okay. The next thing you're going to notice, really, what's actually going to boggle you and start being a little bit of a headache, these clients are trying to talk to me, right? And no, I don't mean to, be say words, but no shit, they're gonna try and talk to you. Just paid you thousands of dollars. They want to talk to the person they're working with. Okay, but what I noticed when I first started making real money with my agency, this was in November of 2023, my first ever $6,500 month. Okay, first ever profitable clients make $6,500 in a month. Next month we hit $20,000 in our first ever $20,000 month, right? So I made $6,500 last month, 20K the next month, the current month, right? 70% margins. It's a lot of new money in my account, right? So I'm like, okay, this is cool. I'm gonna take me and my mom to Dubai. So I'm in Dubai. Amazing place. I love Dubai. Actually, it's absolutely beautiful. But I'm in Dubai, literally on the beach. This is when I had this realization. I'm literally on the beach in Dubai. And I'm like, oh my goodness, my phone is blowing up. A client here, a client there, left, right, and center. Every client is texting me at the same time. Wow. So, what I will say is the quick fix, how I fixed this while I was in Dubai until I could actually solve the problem completely when I got back home, was my appointment setters have their own group chat, and then my actual clients are in their individual Slack channels. Okay, you can use Slack or Discord. I use Slack. I would actually recommend you to use Discord because it's cheaper. Discord is free. Slack is, it can get pricey, especially when you have a lot of people in there. So I had my appointment setting group chat and I had each individual client in Slack. What I did, it was only me and each client in the Slack, and I think I put my media buying team in there once I got them with each client. I also put the appointment setters in these Slack channels with the client, okay? And the reason for that, and what I told them to do, I was like, hey guys, any questions, comments, concerns the clients have, try your best to answer them, okay? If you don't, then I'll come in and answer the question. And also, I told each appointment setter to send an end of day report every single day at the end of the day that they work, basically saying, hey, how many new leads did we get? How many appointments did we book? What were the results of the end of day, right? And also, every time they book an appointment, I told them to make it known to the client. Okay. So what this did is pretty much looked like we were communicating a lot to each client. Like it looked like we were on top of things, communicating a lot. And, any question they had, there was somebody there to answer it because I didn't want to answer it. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Next, what I do, client success manager. So how I went about this was I had an appointment setter that was managing 6 accounts, but what I noticed was she was absolutely amazing at just client communication and just being attentive and just had so much hospitality, right? So I took note of that. I'm like, you need to communicate with everybody, every single person we work with. She was so warm, so just genuine, warm. I was like, you are so good at communicating with people. You need to be our client success manager. Okay. So I took that role off the off the plate, gave it to her, and all I did to replace her current role was just hire a new appointment setter. But that's how I went about hiring my client success manager. Okay. Next, before my mistake, you want to get rid of onboarding before you hire some closers. Okay. My mistake, I hired these closers. I scaled ad budget. We were signing a ridiculous amount of clients. I mean, I remember even at one point we signed 93 clients in 90 days. Um, and I had to do a lot of onboarding. Okay. And one thing you don't want to happen when you're scaling is for you in your head and your cognition and your brain to be saying, I don't really want to sign more clients because it's so much work, right? I have to set up these accounts. I don't really want to do that, right? So hire someone to do your onboarding. And now let me show you kind of what this would look like, okay, for your onboarding SOP when you want to create it. I believe it's going to be this one right here. So it looks like this, right? Basically goes over each step. And how do you make an SOP? You do it once, you record everything you're doing when you do that task, and then you start building out the trainings. And obviously, at the end of this, you want one training going over a full account setup, okay? They'll be like 30-40 minute video, make a full video going over the whole thing. And then you also have these little individual breakdowns breaking down everything, okay? So the very first thing is, we collect the payment, we send the contract, okay? And as soon as that payment hits, what happens, okay? So then we have post payment. What happens as soon as we receive a payment, okay? So we'll create our onboarding form and questionnaire first, kind of looks something like this, okay? But this is all gets sent in our onboarding automation. Okay. Instructions: immediately upon payment, the client gets a welcome email and a text with the following instructions. We send them an email 4 hours later with any updates. Okay. So you want to communicate with these clients the absolute most, the first 24 to 48 hours upon them paying you. Okay. So these GHL onboarding automations, these are just these text and email welcome flows right here. Basically just says, welcome to the family. There's this SMS, and then we have another one 4 hours later, basically saying an update on your account, basically telling them, hey, we're super grateful to begin working with you. We don't take the partnership lightly. We've already begun, just to prove that we don't take it lightly, we've already begun doing some internal work on whatever your account, right? Okay. So that's that. And then we also set up their sub account in GHL. So that's just instructions on how to do this. Okay. And then we have onboarding call framework. Okay. So I had to do all of this, but then what was kind of tedious really was these onboarding calls. So what needs to happen on these onboarding calls? Well, what we do, we need to make sure their A2P is registered. Whatever, if we're going to run Google or Facebook ads for them, majority of the time it was Facebook ads, then we would go over, we would connect their Facebook account. So this is basically step-by-step instructions and videos on how to connect their account. We'll invite them to their own Slack Discord channel and then consult with them on their offer. So this is the hardest part to teach somebody. Me personally, the agency industry I was in, med spas, I grew up in that industry, right? My mom ran a med spa. My uncles ran a med spa. My aunts ran a med spa. Everybody in my family worked in that industry. I knew so much information about that industry, like it was second nature to me, right? So whenever I made a piece of content or I on a sales call talking to a client, I sounded like one of them. I sounded like somebody that was actually in the trenches running that industry or running that business model myself, right? So it is a bit tricky to teach this to somebody. I did have a lot of knowledge to be able to give to the person I taught it to. I told them to listen to a lot of podcasts and watch YouTube videos as well. But you have to consult with them on their offer, come up with the promotion we're going to be running for our campaign. All right. So this is just an example of, one standard operating procedure, one SOP for onboarding. I chose to show you guys this one specifically because I don't think people are talking about it that much. I feel like a lot of people talk about like lead gen marketing sales on YouTube a lot, but I think this is underrated. It's actually pretty important, and it's not something you want to do consistently, especially at higher levels in the company. So go ahead and do with this as you please. If you are interested in working with me one-on-one to take an active role in scaling your company, check the description. Besides that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.